stepped in, falls back out, and his Handsome Jimmy smacks him a couple of times. Oswald into the rope. Handsome Jimmy with a chant. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. Right there. Oh. Steve Regal, Handsome Jimmy. Now, Handsome Jimmy is helping Oswald up by the hair. Oh, is helping him out, too. Over the top rope. Handsome Jimmy and Steve Regal celebrating victory in the first fall. Time on it, 2 minutes, 47 seconds, 2:47.
Everything else well, in retrospect, brother. We're down to the dust, brother. Yes, sir.
Down to the
well,
dust.
Mustang.
Down to the dust, indeed.
What did he say?
I'm not sure what all that was.
I don't want to ask him, though.
no.
I'll tell you for a fact.
He's happy. He won.
Yeah, he is.
247.
I'm glad he's happy, I got to say. Boy, I'll tell you, he deposited Oswald out of there. Bam. That's Handsome Jimmy. We got more action coming up, and boy, do we have action coming up. Paul Ellering, Ali Hassan, going against Rick and Robert Gibson in an expiration of time tag match. That's where we're sitting right where you are. We're going to be back in just a moment.
Expiration of time match coming up here. There is Jimmy Hart. Ali Hussein coming into the ring with Paul Ellering. The Gibson brothers making their way over to their corner right now. This match will go to the expiration of time. We'll add them up when the time expires, and the team that has the most falls to their credit will win the match. Introducing at a total weight of 459 pounds from Tehran, Ali Hussein. His partner from Melrose, Minnesota, Paul Ellering, their manager, Jimmy Hart, going against him at a total of 454 pounds out of Pensacola, Florida, Rick and Robert Gibson. This match to the expiration of time. Your referee is Thomas Marlin.
Okay, yeah.
See the gas can on the back of Hussein's.
Oh,
there.
yeah, I hadn't noticed that. Oh, I don't know what it says. It says something on it, but we probably don't know.
Probably don't want to read it, no, but it.
The Oil Sheik and strongman Paul Ellering. Boy, that Ellering is big.
Oh, he is.
I tell you. Bell time. Here we go. It's going to be Rick Gibson starting against Ali Hussein. Rick asking the referee, please, to keep Jimmy Hart down in that chair and keep the stick out of the ring and everything else. But if he is successful in doing that, he'll be the first one that is, because Rick Gibson hangs on to that side headlock. He mares Ali Hussein right straight over and down the center of the ring. Robert on the outside, Paul Ellering on the outside. Ought to be a doggone good expiration of time match. Two powerhouse teams in there. The Gibsons tag out and Robert's in now. Robert being driven over to the corner, and Hussein gets a tag on Ellering, but Robert making the switch very, very fast. Ellering into a head scissors, but look at Robert right out of it and back to the feet.
Boy, Robert made one of the best switches I've ever seen there after that tag was made, right off of Hussein, Paul Ellering with a headlock.
Waist lock by Ellering, trying to figure out how to take Robert off his feet. But Robert, nice move. He hooked that arm, rolled with it, and took him over and down. There was a case where Robert really had those legs spread, and Ellering was trying to take him to the side. Probably should have gone straight up with him in hindsight. Not easy to do when you got somebody like Robert Gibson going against you. Rick in there now. Ellering went for a wrist lock, changed it to an arm bar. Jimmy Hart antagonizing folks. But he's back in his chair now. Rick Gibson, big body slam off of Ellering. Takes Paul over and goes into that bar again. Well, that's like trying to get an arm bar on a telephone pole when you grab that arm of Ellering's.
Except that telephone pole won't fight back. Ellering does.
That's right. And he just did. And now he tags Hussein. And Ellering will be out. Hussein in with Rick Gibson. Drops the elbow on Gibson. Rick off the rope. him with a forearm. Going to the corner and makes a tag on Robert. Big drag. Yes. Robert.
2 minutes, 45 seconds gone in the first ball.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark. This is an expiration of time, and as Dave has so often explained to you, the team with the most balls will be the victor. There's no set number, like 1 ball or 2 out of 3 or whatever. Into the ropes, Robert, sunset flip, 1, 2, but they didn't get it. Hossein was in to interfere. Ellering snaps Robert straight up over the shoulder and bangs him down. I know, Jim, champions both, through and through. Ellering and Hossein double teaming Robert in the corner. Rick, a long way away, decides to shorten the distance as he comes over to even it up. He pops his brother over to the corner, makes the tag, and back in. How about that one, Davey,
yeah.
huh?
That's the quickest way to get to the corner, all right.
Boy, you betcha. Beautiful drop kick. Roll him up. 1. Ellering interferes. That's tag on Paul, and Paul Ellering back in with Rick Gibson. Paul saying, let's slow it down. Open the fist up. None of this dirty stuff.
Not so sure it's a good move to get involved in that with Paul Ellering.
Sir, you got that right. Ellering using that superior strength of his. Rick Gibson. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
there is a way. He slams a foot of Paul Ellering. Ellering hobbles to the corner and tags the oil sheik.
Reminds me of the Fabulous One. He used to work the hands all the way down to the mat, release the hold, and stomp his opponent's hands.
Yes, he did. Rick Gibson tangling with Ali Hassan with better results. This is the first ball of an expiration of time match.
Oh. Rick just tried that very thing, but it didn't work. He had the hands on the mat, but Hassan a little too quick.
Ellering back in. Tag on Robert. Robert Gibson, Paul Ellering. Robert drops it down. Thought for a minute he was going to a short arm scissors, but he just dropped with that lower leg. Jimmy Hart up screaming about pulling the hair.
We've just passed 6 minutes.
6 minutes passed in action in this expiration of time first ball. Ellering going to the choke. He lets it go. Slams Robert into the elbow of Ali Hassan. And drops that huge upper arm of his own right on Robert. Straight up in the air. Ooh, he hammered him. Missed the elbow, and Robert's out of the way. Tags Hassan. Tag on Rick Gibson. Look at Rick snap him over that shoulder. Body slam. Dumped in. Rolls him down. Covers. 1. Up. Ellering in to interfere again. Referee Tommy Marlin says, watch it. Meaning, of course, flirting with a disqualification.
7 minutes gone.
Back to the ropes, and that'll call for a break. Big knee right to the midsection. Rick over the shoulder. There's a cover. Now, he didn't even get a count. Rick with a single leg scoop in there. He pulls it out, drops him down, hooks it over with a toe. We're about 7.5 minutes into action, and Rick Gibson, while he's got the advantage hole, was in trouble. The referee said let it go because Ellering had him right in the face with his fingers, digging at his mouth, and then the referee checking to be sure he's not on the throat. He may pry Rick out of this one. Rick trying to hold it on, and Ellering up on top now. Takes over the advantage on Rick. Over and down goes Rick Gibson. Kicks his way out of it. Rolls to the corner and tags Robert. Boy, they've done a beautiful job today.
They have.
Gibson's
Great teamwork.
really moving in and out of there well. Whip. Back drop on Big Paul.